What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Green Go Gaming. My name's Connor D, and today I'm sure you can tell by the picture on the video, we've got some more ARK Survival Evolved going on. And today we're going to be focusing on filling in the greenhouse and potentially looking at the bar that we finished off at the end of last episode. You see it just underneath the main base there. So anyway, this is the greenhouse that we have started. You will see that, obviously I will show you the sort of videos on how I've got to this stage. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's very, very basic. So I've got some more materials on me, so I'm hopefully going to be able to fill in this whole area. Get it all encapsulated and I'll start working on the interior, getting some crop plots down. I mean, you'll see from my bottom little taskbar, I have got some crop plots there. And that does not look right. So I'm glad I made an extra one. I bet this one probably won't even go. Exactly. Stay like that. Fine. I'm not really sure why there's this big gap, and that might be something that I look at sorting out actually. I don't know. Do need another one right there. Okay, I am going to end up needing some more slopes, unfortunately, but that's all good. I'll have these standard ceilings, and then what I'll do is I'll go away, get some more stuff made up, come back, and we can crack on with the interior, okay? So I'm going to get all this placed, and I'll see you back in a second. Okay, so you see, got all of this tied in. There is still this little gap here, and that is something that I probably will fix eventually. I'm not going to do it now because I want to get this all functional. I haven't got any crops going or anything like that, so I definitely need to get all of this going so I can get all the kibbles and all the stuff that I need. Now what I've done is I've made a range of these crop plots. I've got some large, I've got some medium, and I've also got some small. I think in this first little section I'm going to potentially fill it up with these large crop plots. I don't know whether to have them in line with this ceiling here, because then that makes a lot of dead space over that side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill up this side here with the large crop plots, leaving just a little 2 gap in between them. That's 2 gap, that's 2 gap, okay. Cool. Get that one in there as well. So the idea is that this first little bit, it's got parts sort of either side, and you're sort of running through the middle of them, and that back end, I think I'm just going to completely fill that up with like the mediums, or whatever it needs to fill it all up properly. I'll watch a couple videos on the best way of doing that. So I think that, okay, bang. We have run out of crop plots. That's always the way, right? So anyway, while I'm here as well, I just wanted to show you this brand new bit that I have made. This is something I did off camera yesterday. It's something I've had the idea of. I probably have mentioned it on film as well. But the sort of running through area where we can dump everything that we don't normally need. And that's this section here. Okay, so the idea is that if we've gone out on like a resource run, like we've gone out to get wood or something like that, we can come into the main gate there and we can pop ourselves up here, and all along this way there's just storage boxes. Like for example, you'll see in every single one of them's like this, like stone, thatch, wood, all of that stuff there that you need for building. So I'm going to crack on, make some more crop plots, going to get that first bit done, then going to crack on, move on to the back bit, set up the irrigation, set up the final touches, so I'll be back for that, okay? Okay, so we're back. I've got these crop plots made up, so I really struggle to say that. Crop plot, made them, got them all done, so we're going to run over here, we're going to place them final one. Oh, little fossil pile. I've been going through and collecting as much of these as I can. I actually had like what I'm calling like an alpha one. It was a glowy one, and it had a Mastercraft Megalosaurus saddle in, which are the sleepy things that I've got. So that's good. I'll get them all Mastercraft done, especially the one that's the aberrant one, because it's actually like the highest input to me as well. So that's actually a little bit of a beast. I actually did take it out, and definitely holds its own without a doubt. So let's just get these crop plots placed. Okay. Now what I might do in these back corners is put like little storage boxes. so I can throw fertiliser and stuff like that in there. So it's not just completely dead space, because otherwise it might look a little bit odd in here. Yeah, you know, like literally this big building for 8 crop plots, you know, so I might change that up. And this front bit as well, I mean, I did have this vision of it being like some sort of like lobby sort of thing, like, so let me just see if I can make that. Yeah, I did have this vision of it being like a lobby, so like there'd be like this bit here, I'd maybe have like a couple of seats and stuff like that, but to be honest, do I really need to have that in? Probably not. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to put as much stuff as I possibly can in. So I'm going to throw in 2 more crop plots here. Bang. Let's make sure I'm doing that. Bang. Bang. So that's how this front bit's going to look. Now, my next little bit that I want to do is probably run a wall down from here. Don't know whether it's going to be glass or metal. I think metal might make sense. And then have like a catwalk running all the way across the middle, the whole way across the middle, and then that's going to essentially be that I'm going to run the pipes along and also have some storage boxes up there as well. More fertiliser and all of that stuff that I need. So these medium plots now, it's really awkward because I don't really know what to do with this back bit. It's just this huge space. Now, this is something you haven't seen. I've got a Fiomia, essentially I just bought it for like 400 ingot or something like that. This is going to be my poop machine. If anyone doesn't know, I will be showing you a little bit later in the episode how all of that works, so stay tuned for that. Let me just get rid of this little plant here. So this is going to be like my fertilising factory. It's all going to be filled up with fertilising bins. Until I get a dung beetle, that's the best way I can do it, I'm afraid. So obviously we've got all of these crop plots here. I've got this little downstairs bit, so that's good, that's something to work on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, I'm going to come back with the walls, we're going to put them catwalks in, and we're going to work on setting up the irrigation for the greenhouse. Okay, so we've got some more stuff made up. We've got these storage boxes that I'm going to run all around the side. I didn't know whether to like make them like messy, if that makes sense, so like have them like staggered, all of that sort of stuff, but I've sort of opted for this. It sort of makes it a little bit more tidy, especially with the narrowness of the building. You know, everything probably needs to be as neat and tidy as possible to make sure we can fit it all in. So let's just get them down. Okay. I'll put the rest on this side here. So I've decided against running irrigation straight from the water. I've actually got water reservoirs, and 2 reasons for that is, one, I think the reservoirs actually look quite cool, and it will add a sort of different, like, dynamic feel to the building. So I'm going to do that, and I'm not sure whether to put them at the top, so have them sort of just in the middle up there, or have them out the back. So let's just have a little look. I've also got 14 of these medium crop plots made up. So I'm going to fill in some of this out the back. I'm also going to be having this section up here as a bit of storage. Probably put some like preserving bins in there for obviously any berries and all that stuff that we've got. So this back will probably just all be preserving bins, like a tiny little kitchen. So that's why there's not glass on this bit up here. Try to have a bit more homely. I might even have like a whole other door going into that. I haven't really thought too much about that back bit. Sorry, I keep looking at my PC and the computer. So let's go to the back. Let me line up where I'm going to have these reservoirs. So let's just have a look what I've made. So I've got 4 of them. I've got some piping, and I've also got some taps. I don't think I've made enough piping, to be perfectly honest, but it's what it is. Okay, so let's go back. Have a little look back here. Now I want the water to be on the top. I want it to be running through the whole middle of it with the taps coming out. So if I set up like, if I was to do like find a snap point here, so that's bang in the middle there, right? Now if I go right, like that. think this is going to be quite awkward to do. I can actually snap that in there. Problem is I don't really want to. It's really messy. Don't even think I'd be able to snap anything there with this wall here. Problems. Okay. Right, I've still got this. It's not a problem. Not a problem. I've definitely still got it. Probably if I just. Oh, hello. Okay. So I was to. No, let's run on the floor. That's as far back as it'll go in, isn't it? I could always just have one reservoir. Right, let's see what happens if I do this. And what sort of level is that coming in at, and is it straight? Doesn't look like it's straight actually. Let's go inside. Let's have a little look. The key thing is that I want this wire, pipe, running all the way through the middle, exactly in the middle. Because if it's a bit off, it's going to look ridiculous. So let's just. No, that doesn't look too bad. I'm quite happy with that. That's cool. And while we're sorting out the irrigation, it just turns out I'm out of water, so that's fantastic. We're going to ignore that for a second. I'm going to get these reservoirs placed, get all of this irrigated, and what I'll do is I'll actually bring you back when all the water's running. Hopefully there's been some rain by then. All the crop plots, I'll get some seeds down, and then also what I'll do is I'll just finish off the interior, and then what we'll do is we'll bring this video to a close, and I'll show you what we're going to be doing for next video. Okay, so basically there's a little bit that's gone on. I've changed a few things around. I put some compost bins in here. I know it's a bit stylish. I've got a lot more. I'll fill up this whole area with stuff. Definitely with some stuff going in here. But I wanted to show you why this guy's useful. So if you do this, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to preload these with thatch. Because what you do is you put poo and thatch in these fertiliser over time. It does take a little while, but that's fine. Not a problem. So let's just load. I've got 5 loaded up. I think. I'll tell you what, let's just load them all up. I'm probably going to get enough poo to fill these up. Okay. So if I pump stim berries into this guy, which they're already there, and force feed. If I force feed into all of these, you can probably see a little bit going on in the background, but it is unbelievable the amount this guy can do. But it makes making fertiliser possible, so I'm quite happy with it. But look at that, I mean, it's insane. And you actually have to have a decent bit of weight to pick all of this up. And you'll see that they've got stats, it'll say nitrogen 100%. You can actually just put straight poo onto the plots, and what it will do is it will still use it. It will still act as fertiliser because it's still got the nitrogen value. So you'll see there 100 stim berries, and I have got all of these poos here. It is insane. So I just go here, transfer all of this. Well, actually, hang on. If I go like that, bang, it should go. I don't think I'll have enough poo to fill all of these up. But the good news is I have got more stim berries. Yeah, so let's get ready for round 2. Round 2. Let's get all this out. I'm really happy to get all this started because we can start getting kibbles. We can start doing all of that. I feel like maybe it's got a little bit stale recently. We've done the breeding now, maybe a little bit bored of the breeding, to be perfectly honest with you, just because it takes so long. And me being stupid, there was actually an event that went on over the weekend. It was 3 times breeding, I think. but unfortunately I missed out. I was out watching the video game, I was out having fun, so to be honest I'd probably rather have it that way round, but I'm playing a little bit of catch up now, which is a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Throw another compost bin in there. Obviously this will get a proper makeover. This will all be done properly down here, sorry. Pardon me. It will all look nice. It looks a bit rubbish at the moment. I might even get a couple of Phiomias. Yeah, maybe get a couple of them, so I can get a lot more going on and have about 20 of these like plots and these bins and things like that. So, okay, let me show you what's changed. So you'll see by this, we've actually, what I've done. Let me go and show you. So look, this is all packed up now. Well, just waiting for it to rain, and then you know we will have irrigation. Unfortunately, having the cluster at the back didn't work. They didn't come in straight. So what I did is I don't know. I might be able to show you this technique actually. Sorry, no, I can't. I haven't got anything on me. But basically, what you do is you put a ladder here. You climb on the ladder, and it basically fixes you to be perfectly straight. So then what I did is I basically just put a one of these down, a straight pipe, attach this bad boy to it, and then from there, obviously we've then got, I will show you, we've got like an inclined one coming down, and then we've got the straight line going all the way through. So that means that we can have irrigation through any of the crop plots we have, which is great news. The only thing is I'm not sure how far these reach. From other videos that I've seen, that this should be okay, like this setup, and I might even look at maybe getting some railings across here, things like that, make it look a little bit more detailed. There's not a whole lot going on, and as I said, I've also got this back bit here, and the good news is obviously we've got this irrigation. This is going to be like storage at the back. I have had to sacrifice that a little bit for this pipe coming in, but that's absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start placing these. I don't really think it makes sense what I might do yet. So this, what I might do, right, okay, so this bit here, I'm going to sort of leave open, just because, obviously we've got these steps coming here, so this will all sort of be enclosed and starting from about here, I think. Let's start from about here. I'm just going to put one on each section, on each square. There's no point really putting any more in than that. To be honest, what I'm doing now is overkill. I mean, I'll never need this many crop plots, I can absolutely guarantee you. But it looks good. I like the building. It's an aspect that I had to do. I had to get a greenhouse done, so let's pop these down. I'm trying to leave as even gap as I possibly can between the two, but it's not a massive deal. So I might be able to fill up most of this actually, which should be quite good. I might leave this as the last little bit. How much space is that left us back here? We've still got loads of space. Okay, let's put another little, let's put these two in that I've got left. Cool. So that's what's that look, sorry. That's what that's looking like now. Let me get some taps in here. Okay, that's all I've got. Perfect. What I will be doing on top is I will be adding more of the water reservoirs. I don't know what I'm short on. I think it might be paste or something along those lines. So this is the greenhouse at the moment, you know. It's unfortunate that hasn't been rain, but that's the risky run. Let's see if there's any fertiliser there yet. I don't think there is. I do think it takes a couple hours per unit. Yeah, that's going to take a little while to really get going. I'm going to start laying down some of the seeds I've got. I've got a few. So what I'm going to be doing, I think, is these big sort of bits I'm going to maybe use as like my sort of veggie bit. So you've got long grass, raw carrots, savaroot, that sort of stuff. So that's probably what I'm going to do, because that's going to be what I use for kibble. And then at the back, I'm probably just going to have loads of narco berries, maybe some medjos when it comes to taming. Basically, I want to make my life as easy as possible, so I don't really have to leave the base to get everything I need from the base. I've got 4 crop plots there, back there, but that's fine for now, not a problem. Okay. So the greenhouse is nearly up and running. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for a little bit. I'm going to come back when everything is done, when I've got some fertiliser there, so I can show you how this is all looking, have it all kicking, get it all going, and then that's going to be me tying up the episode. So I really hope you guys have it. But stay tuned for this last little bit. You can see the greenhouse finished. Okay, so here we are, the finished product. Not completely finished, but it's now functional. So here we go. Let's have a little look. So we've got these storage boxes all around the side, which in time will be completely full up with fertiliser. We've also obviously managed to get, as I said, this irrigation straight down the middle. You know, I've got some stuff started. Got it all started up here. What I've actually done is I've just used, I'll show you. I've just used sort of poo on these ones while the fertiliser is still going. So down this end I did lay all these crop plots down. These are all, that one is not irrigated, which is a little bit worrying, so that one is, that's not. Okay, so it's just this bottom row, so all I need to do is add a little tap in there, and that will solve all of these problems. I've also got a row of these preserving bins down the bottom. That'll be for keeping all the berries and the veggies and all that stuff. I don't really see the need to put fridges in here. The gasoline that we use will probably be a bit more valuable than the veg that I would actually get. So down here we have our poop machine. He's been hard at work. Look, you can see his food stat is halfway down. So I've had to pump him loads of berries. So anyway, we now have a functioning greenhouse, which is great news. It's a bit of the basics definitely needed to get done. The only other bit I haven't figured out is how to get up to this top bit. Potentially going to do like a fancy sort of staircase going up. I don't really know. I mean, I was quite tempted to put like a little prison underneath because there's just so many people that end up in my base. Like, honestly, there's so many people that are just here. People that either spawn in here or they have a little look around and they just leave their body here. So what I wanted to do was show you what I'm going to be cracking on with on the next episode. So it was pretty much concluding the last episode, okay? So as I say, we've got the little secret underground bar in there that we're going to be decorating, okay? So I'm just going to go in there and show you what we're working with. You guys can let me know some ideas down below. By all means do that. I definitely want to get some inspiration from you guys to how I'm going to do this stuff. But I love this bit here. This is probably my favourite bit of the bar. It's not even in the bar, but I like this sort of sneaky little walkway that goes round. And then also, look, you've got this nice big ramp here. I might put a wall here. And put like a little sign, like something like no shoes, no entry, something just a little bit funny to sort of break it up. But you can see we've got quite a big space here. I was tempted to do half shooting range, half bar, but I think I've got another idea. I think this is all just going to be the big bar, the big sort of relaxation area for the members of the tribe, I guess. It's really only me now because my tribe mate has he's gone on to PlayStation, he's quite into Fortnite. So it's pretty much just going to be me. So anyway, let me just one final little check, see if there's any levels on these guys. Okay, there's nothing. That's absolutely fine. That's going to wrap this episode up, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching right till the end. You deserve a medal for that, definitely. Oh, nice bit of lag. Please do keep an eye out for any future ARK videos. There will be some other videos coming out as well. But if you have enjoyed the video, please let me know down below, or if you're feeling generous, even subscribe to the channel. Thank you.